I'm a senior in high school, I'm 17 years old, and I have built a $50,000 network. How did I go about doing this, and how can you go about doing something similar? Maybe it's not the most efficient way, but I'm gonna tell you how I did it. First and foremost, the most obvious thing that you need to do is get an income stream. In high school, that's hard. Through sports, friends, social life, it's hard to find places for a job in your busy schedule. I absolutely understand that. That's hard. So now let's go to the income. What do I make every month? I make $1,200, give or take, from my 9-to-5 job. I make $1,500 a month from mowing, which is a seasonal occupation, so my income does vary. And lastly, I make $100 to $200 from streaming on Twitch. Do that every night, around 2 hours, and I have about 50 people that consistently watch me. Now on to expenses. What are my expenses every month? I spend $110 on gas. I spend $100 on food. I spend $50 on fun, miscellaneous, whatever. And then everything I make after that gets invested into either me, something to improve myself, my life, or right back into the stock market. With getting on here and talking about this is not a means for me to flex or anything. It's just because I know what I did is easy. It is very easy. And if you are in a similar fortunate situation to me, I would love for you to learn how to properly allocate your money to make the most money, so you have the best launchpad whenever you are out of high school. Now, what should you spend your money on? I'm a person who hates spending money, obviously. I absolutely hate spending money on things that do not provide me value. So what do I think that you should spend your money on to provide you some value? I think it is very important to read. I hate reading, but there's a few really good books that I've read that have really helped me on this actual wealth building journey at my young age, because I am immature and truthfully very ignorant. I'd say the main books that helped me were The Millionaire Next Door and 48 Laws of Power. So what do I eat? I eat mostly just whole healthy foods, lean meats, vegetables, and I try to get good bacteria for my gut health, because gut health is so incredibly important for everything. Also, regarding your health, it is important to take supplements, because especially in the modern time, it is extremely hard to get all of your nutrients, and it's almost impossible to get them all unless you are actively taking a multivitamin. Multivitamins are absolutely essential to brain clarity and focus. You need that. That is a non-negotiable for having a quality life. Number 3, something else you can spend your money on that benefits you greatly, especially in your youth and throughout your entire life, matter of fact, is a gym membership. Gym memberships usually go from like $30 to $100 a month, but this is an expense that is absolutely necessary for anybody who's serious about improving their quality of life. It is important because it teaches you discipline and it gets you moving, muscle growth, and just confidence. Confidence is extremely important to my success. The reason why confidence is so important is because if you cover up who you actually are, it'll get you into more trouble constantly throughout your life. Being who you are and finding the people that are truly there for you, no matter what you do, no matter how cringe you are. I am very cringe. I'm so cringe. That's okay. The people that actually mess with you will stay with you. And that's such an important thing that people in high school especially don't understand. I don't care. People from my class will see these videos and I don't care. I appreciate all the engagement, but what can you do? An important thing to realize about being cringe or whatever is the most successful people were always viewed as being delusional, always viewed as a little bit weird. I'm a little bit weird. Not saying I'm going to be the most successful person ever, but I do have some solid speaking points. It is important that you stick to your guns and you be the man, woman that you want to be. Back to the money. I have helped many people with their online freelancing, and now I Twitch stream. So it wasn't until this year that I really started to make moves to allow myself to be in a better financial decision. Money is a topic that is so taboo, and all the money that I put into the stock market, I put into low-cost index funds. I have most of my holdings in VOO and VUG. I'm aware that they have overlapping holdings, but that's just what works for me and what has just allowed my portfolio to absolutely skyrocket. I'll pull up a chart right here. It is important that you are not scared in the market because as a young man, young woman, you have time. Time in the market beats anything. I have experienced my portfolio at least 15% on my money, excluding my individual stock plays. But it is important to buy and hold until you can't hold anymore because that will go up and you will make money. And I love making money and I guarantee you do too. Now for some habits that I do on the daily that have allowed me to be in this situation and foster success in my life. When I first wake up, usually 6 a.m. That's just the time I wake up because my school starts at 8. I get up, shower, and I try to cook breakfast every morning. It is hard. I don't do it every morning, but I definitely try to make a good breakfast every morning. And that aligns with so many other goals as having that consistency to make breakfast, to have an actual good meal to start off the day. As I said earlier, healthy whole foods, fats, good fats, lean meats, doing carbs in the morning. Then after that, when I'm getting dressed, I like to pay decent attention to how I'm presenting myself. You can dress cheaply and dress good. I wear jeans and a hoodie, sweatpants and a hoodie, but I always try to leave the house looking presentable, smelling presentable. I enjoy my cologne. That's not everybody's thing, but I definitely enjoy my cologne. And having the confidence in yourself that you look good, you smell good, you feel good, and you can focus on anything because of how you started out your morning is absolutely underrated. People don't understand because there's so much slop that we eat and we feed ourselves through our phones and through everything, through our diets. And people don't realize the effect that that actually has on your cognitive abilities throughout the day. It's ridiculous. So yeah, that is how I have made a $50,000 net worth at the age of 17. The most important tip, lastly, is find Jesus. My faith has allowed me to gain the confidence to be myself and has allowed me to structure my life in a way that gives glory to him and makes it just absolutely so much better constantly. It's not necessarily about where you start. It's always about where you finish, because I have to ask, why not today you make that change that causes you to have that income, that causes you to start that side hustle, that causes you to do something productive, that causes you to just be a better person. I've learned throughout my years of building wealth and pushing as hard as I can to be the best I can, that the most important thing with making money isn't the hours that you work. It's not what you post online. It's not even what you know, but it's creating good habits that consistently allow you to do the right things to put your life on an amazing trajectory. Just, if there's one message I could get to you, keep building good habits and keep God first.